What if Harley Davidson built a car? Let's get into it. RevelatorAlf. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So this video is all about Harley Davidson, yes, the motorcycle company. What about if they built a car? Could they build a car? Would they even want to? Well, possibly no, they probably wouldn't want to. Just stick, with motorcycles, stay in your lane, as it were. But could they build a car? Well, there's actually been quite a few people out there who've made cars, built cars, custom cars with Harley Davidson engines. If we take the Morgan Motor Company, who build cars as well, and they build these little three-wheeler cars, of course, well, they use S&S engines, effectively exactly the same V-twin engines in those cars as well. So people have built custom cars with Harley Davidson engines, or just general V-twin motorcycle engines. Morgan Motor Company build cars with motorcycle V-twin engines as well, of a type. Also, Harley Davidson used to build cars, would you believe? Well, when I say cars, I'm stretching that out a little bit. They were four-wheeled mobility scooter type things. Their ones were for outdoor use, one were for warehouse use as well. Now, I'm not talking about the server car, which they had as well, which was a kind of a three-wheeler, but it's more for utility work as well. Back in the day, many moons ago, yes, they did build a car or a utility vehicle as well, but that was very short-lived. So they have the potential to enable the use of their engines to be used in some kind of four-wheeled car, let's say, and I use that term quite loosely, or to develop the trike a little bit more into a utility vehicle. But I suppose you've got to look at the cost implication of this and who's going to buy it really. I mean, let's face it, you can buy a car for really cheap money these days, and also, let's say, a utility vehicle or a van for not a lot of money in the grand scheme of things. So they'd have to match the cost and the pricing of competitors in the market. However, could they do it? Well, let's just look at other motorcycle manufacturers around the world. Have they built cars? Well, yeah, the likes of Honda, of course, they've built cars. Suzuki have built cars as well. They're a motorcycle company and a car company. Same with Honda. Italian motorcycle manufacturers, Piaggio, they've also built cars. They've built three-wheelers as well. So there are manufacturers out there who have built cars, or they've branched off into cars as well. Maybe limited runs, maybe small vehicles, of course, or three-wheelers, but they could be termed as cars. Now, I did hear a rumour, and this is only a rumour, okay? This is no data to support this whatsoever, that in the R&D department of Harley Davidson, they were considering this return to some kind of four-wheeled car contraption, let's say, or four-wheeled vehicle. Whether that would ever be taken seriously, or whether they would even go beyond the R&D phase or just the design phase. But it'd be interesting for me to see if they could actually come out with something, because and I always come back to this, Harley Davidson, they say to us as the public, the motorcycling public, we're always reaching out to the community. We're always seeing what, the community are doing. Well, there is quite I wouldn't say a following, but there is quite a movement out there where people have used Harley Davidson engines in four-wheeled vehicles. And whether they're roadsters, whether they're, small little beach buggies or whatever, something like that. People have put them in the VWs, VW Beetles, all sorts of things. So if you go and do an internet search, a Google search, you'll find them, and they look pretty cool as well. So you just wonder if Harley Davidson could build a very small, fun car, I would say. Not something to rival your general road-going vehicles, but maybe something like a beach buggy or a four-wheel contraption, something like that. Maybe a side-by-side, that kind of thing, that they could use the motorcycle engine, or an engine that they could develop themselves just for that type of vehicle. And the popularity of off-road vehicles has just skyrocketed through the last few years as well. So perhaps their car could be targeted towards that market rather than the road. So perhaps maybe that's where I see Harley Davidson, if they ever were going to build a car, it will be for the off-road sector, the leisure sector, the fun sector, as it were, rather than serious road-going vehicle. But let us know your thoughts about this. Should they even consider this? Would you like to see Harley Davidson build a 4x4 dune buggy or something like that? Would you think it would be successful? I don't know, just to have something different out there, I think it would be really interesting. So let us know your thoughts. But could Harley Davidson build a car? Well, yeah, I'm sure they could. Would they do it? I doubt it. Certainly not a road-going vehicle, but I could definitely see the appeal of an off-road 4x4 side-by-side type vehicle as well. I think that'd be really cool. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. But don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share. Check out the website RevelatorAlf.com. And I'll catch you again. Ta-da. RevelatorAlf.